Hello and welcome. I am Thomas Porteous and you're watching NewsX World. Let's take a look at some of the top stories. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky will travel to Berlin on Wednesday to take part in a video conference on the war ahead of Friday's US-Russia summit in Alaska. European leaders plan to urge President Donald Trump to protect Ukraine's interests when he meets Vladimir Putin. Small groups of Russian soldiers advanced near the Dobropilya in one of the biggest incursions this year, part of Moscow's drive to seize all of the Donetsk region. Ukraine dispatches reserve forces describing heavy fighting ahead of the Alaskan summit. Israeli air and drone strikes pound Gaza City's Zetoin and Sabra districts for a third day, causing widespread destruction, Hamas officials have said, as Israel prepares to occupy the city. Meanwhile, the UK, EU, Australia, Canada and Japan warn famine is unfolding and demand immediate steps to allow aid into the enclave. China's military says it monitored and drove away a US destroyer after it entered waters near the disputed Scarborough Shoal without approval. Beijing claims almost the entire South China Sea, despite overlapping claims from several Southeast Asian nations. The US has not yet responded. National Guard troops and armoured vehicles appear across Washington a day after President Donald Trump took control of the city's police force. The capital's mayor calls the move an authoritarian push, as 800 Guard troops and 500 federal agents are expected to be deployed. Britain, France and Germany warn they will reimpose UN sanctions on Iran if no diplomatic solution to its nuclear program is reached by the end of August. In a letter to UN Chief Antonio Guterres, the three foreign ministers say they will use all diplomatic tools to prevent Tehran from developing a nuclear weapon. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres says he has credible information of patterns of sexual violence used by Israeli forces. His report also lists Hamas as credibly suspected of rape or sexual violence allegations the group rejects. Israel also dismisses the UN's concerns as baseless accusations. South Korean President Lee Jae-myung will travel to Japan on August the 23rd and 24th for a summit with Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba. The leaders will discuss regional peace and ways to strengthen trilateral cooperation with the United States.